Hello friends, let us now learn the two types of different things like hyperemia, the two definitions which are hyperemia and congestion. Hyperemia is active process which occurs due to arteriolar dilation, whereas congestion is a passive process which occurs due to impaired venous outflow. So, hyperemia, there is no edema in hyperemia. In congestion, you will see edema. Hyperemia, you will see red color of tissue. In congestion, we will see bluish red color of tissues. Examples of hyperemia is inflammation is an example of hyperemia, whereas in congestion example is portal venous obstruction and cirrhosis are the examples of congestion. And also right heart failure is also an example of congestion. So these are the two different types of definitions which are important, differences which are important. We have chronic passive congestion which is seen in chronic hypoxia and capillary rupture. Both these will result in hemorrhagic foci. Then we have phagocytosis of RBC, like it can occur in hemosiderin laden macrophages. There can be phagocytosis of RBCs. Now, pulmonary congestion. Pulmonary congestion is of two types, right? Because of impaired venous outflow, pulmonary congestion is of two types. First we have acute pulmonary congestion, second we have chronic pulmonary congestion. Acute pulmonary congestion is engorged alveolar capillaries are seen with focal intra-alveolar hemorrhage. There is acute engorged alveolar capillary with focal intra-alveolar hemorrhage is called as acute pulmonary congestion. Chronic pulmonary congestion, here you will see thickened and fibrotic septa and alveoli with hemosiderin laden macrophages are seen in the chronic pulmonary congestion. So these hemosiderin laden macrophages are also called as heart failure cells. Then this is pulmonary congestion. We also have one more type of congestion in one more organ, which is hepatic congestion. Hepatic congestion can be also acute congestion or chronic congestion. In acute congestion, there is sudden blockade to the outflow of the vein. So as a result, there will be central vein and sinusoidal distension is seen along with degeneration of central hepatocytes. There will be central vein and sinusoidal dilatation with degeneration of central hepatocytes. And in chronic hepatic congestion, there is centrilobular necrosis and hemosiderin laden macrophages are seen. This centrilobular necrosis with hemosiderin laden macrophages is present initially, which is called as nutmeg liver. Later, this will progress to hepatic fibrosis, which will result in cardiac cirrhosis. So in chronic hepatic congestion, there are two changes. One, you will see nutmeg liver. Second, you will see cardiac cirrhosis. So these are some important differences and some important points about congestion. Thank you for watching.